What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Virgo YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Virgo sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of August 23rd and September 22nd, then you are a Virgo sun sign, and this video is for you. In today's reading, we're going to be doing what I call the Halloween Samhain spread. Samhain, or Halloween, is a time when the veil is at its thinnest, and the lines between the third and the fourth and higher dimensions are kind of blurred. And it's a great time to really capture the energies of what's going on in our lives and figure out how to move forward. And that's what this spread is designed to do. This spread's going to tell you what to embrace and what to let go of at this time of Halloween or Samhain if you're Wiccan. What courage and fears you have with you, and what you can celebrate and what you need to contemplate at this time. So this should be an eye-opening spread, I hope. Today we're going to be using the Druicraft Tarot. I love this tarot deck. I thought it would be perfect for this time of year since this is a Druid and Wicca themed deck. And so, that's what Samhain is all about. So that's what Halloween is all about. It's a pagan Wiccan tradition, and that's why I chose this deck. So I also have some crystal friends. I've got my Solarite Sphere, as always. I've also got a Sunstone Sphere here to bring in some positive energy. But I've also got Indigo Gabbro, aka Mystic Merlinite. And this is a stone that helps to bridge the gap, bridge the distance between the third dimension and the higher realms. So that's going to be perfect to help us bring in some higher information into this reading. So if you would, please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards a question. What are the energies surrounding Virgo sun signs at this time of Halloween or Samhain? Oh, we got a runner. I'll keep that in mind. Seven of Cups. See if that pertains to this reading in any way. Once it's all said and done, of course. Alright, that ought to do it. Cut the deck. And we're going to deal out 6 cards. Alright, so the way that this spread is set up is that these top cards here represent the dark or shadow side. Excuse me, these top cards represent the light side or the positive side, and these bottom cards here represent the dark or the shadow side. So keep that in mind as we go through this reading. I'm going to do these cards individually and see what they have. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's ask the Druid Animal Oracle what message it has for Virgo sun signs at the time of Halloween or Samhain. What message for Virgo sun signs during this period of Halloween or Samhain? And we'll take a look at that card at the end. So let's get into it. This first card here represents life and what to embrace at this time. Make sure that's on the camera. Alright, for the life card, we've got death. Interesting. And I think the message here is clear. The death card's not about death. It's about change and transformation. And so often, so many of us will fear change and will allow the negative viewpoints we have towards change get in our way of change and of transformation. So this card is asking you at this time of Samhain, at this time of Halloween, when things are, changing greatly. The leaves are changing, the weather's changing, people's moods are changing, the energy is changing, And as a result of that, there's going to be some change in your life, and change is going to come in a variety of different ways for all sorts of you. This is a general overall reading, so not everything is, going to be the same for everybody, but there's going to be change. And I think this card is asking you to embrace it, to accept it, instead of fighting against it. Because when we fight against change, we kind of put a blockage toward it, and we slow it down, or we can even stop it altogether. And change is always positive. It's always for the highest good. It's just the fear of it kind of makes it seem scary, but change isn't scary. It's a new opportunity for something better to move in. So I know change seems scary most of the time, and I understand that. I feel it too, okay? But we gotta accept it and allow it, and I think that's gonna help you get through this time a little bit easier, is to allow change rather than to fight against it, so that your life is smoother, more harmonious, and there's no butting of heads, so to speak. So between you and the energies of the universe, and you're not gonna win that altercation. All right, so let's move on to this card. This card is the Death card. It represents what to let go of at this time of Halloween or Samhain. And we've got another major arcana. We've got the Lovers. I'm getting here the need to be validated by another person, Virgo friends. Yeah, it's just a part of being a human. We desire connectivity, connectedness to the community or to individuals, so that we share a part of ourselves and they share a part of themselves, and we create this whole new thing. But this card is saying that at this time right now, that the need for that isn't as strong as you might feel. I know personally, when you start feeling lonely, you feel like, oh, it's so bad, so horrible, right? The loneliness is one of the worst human experiences, I feel. But we have to realize that we're never truly alone. That if we are feeling lonely, then that's an opportunity to go inside and really understand the self a lot more. It's a great opportunity for self-discovery, self-growth, and to just figure things out, figure out who you are. And this card is saying that, that desire to just always be with someone. I know a lot of people who are in a relationship always, no matter what. They're just always in a relationship because they need validation from another person to feel like they're whole. And that's dangerous, because you don't need another person to make you whole. You need to just understand yourself better. If you're feeling like someone's going to complete you, then you have some inner work to do. I feel like. This is just what I feel. So if you feel differently, that's fine. But I'm gonna go as far as saying that this is universal truth. Okay, you don't need another person to complete you. And this card is suggesting that you kind of let go of that need as much as you possibly can, so that you can better understand yourself, so you can better allow change to come in and do its thing. So at this time of Halloween, at this time of Samhain, it's okay to need someone else, but do what you can to kind of avoid that energy, and maybe figure out what kind of discoveries you can find on your own. All right, this card here represents your courage. This card again keeps popping up. Your courage at this time is represented by the Nine of Wands. And I get the feeling here that, Virgo friends, you guys are not quitters. You will keep battling back, even after defeat after defeat after defeat, you still rise again, and you come back, and you might have to lick your wounds, and you might be injured, it might hurt, it might cause pain, but you're right there ready to battle again. And I think that's courageous. Okay, that is courageous. You guys are warriors, and you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, to put in a lot of work to get what you want, and you're not really deterred by failure as much as the other sides, at least not right now. And so I think that's a great thing. That's a great way to be courageous, and I think you should maintain that and keep that as much as possible. Keep fighting, keep battling back, keep seeing failures as opportunities to learn, and you will keep just putting in that action and effort towards what your goals are, and they will be materialized eventually. I said that my diction there was all weird, but I think the fact remains. Okay. All right, so let's go over here. This card represents your fears, and we've got the Six of Cups. Isn't that interesting? The past. There's some fear connected with the past. Maybe in the past you've... see? I love how the hopes, or the courage and fears kind of mirror each other. The past may have caused some pain for you. And it may be a cause for some of your shadow aspects. And I get the feeling that maybe past failures or past regrets are entering into your psyche, and they're helping to create fears, most of which are, all fears are irrational, I feel, which are irrational fears. And I think that maybe you're such a warrior, you got that warrior spirit because you've been through so much, and you've got so much of this negative energy bottled up that you don't want to feel failure again. You're like scared of failure. That could be, maybe that's what it is. So I think some of your fears are grounded in the past, and I think it's very important for you guys, Virgo friends, to do some shadow work this time, is to really go into your past and try to transmute those negative energies. Forgive everyone involved, including yourself. Find a way to forgive. Feel that forgiveness. Feel gratitude for whatever negative event happened. Feel gratitude for it happening so that you can now step into the energy of learning from it. Rather than just feeling the hurt of it, now we can learn from it. And then you can transmute it and you can wash it away like it never happened again. And that's something you might need to work on at this time, Virgo friends, is looking into the past. And I'm sorry I can't be more specific since this is a general reading that applies to a large group of people. So it's going to be different for every one of you. But think of this could be recent past. Think of some past pains that are causing you to fear the future in some way. Okay? All right. This card represents what to celebrate at this time of Halloween or Samhain. We've got the Two of Pentacles. I get the feeling that you guys are really good at managing the day-to-day stuff, taking care of business, as I like to call it. Just those things that we have to do to manage our days, to move forward, to be productive. And you guys are very productive. I get the feeling that you are one of those people who can balance things very well, keep several things in the air at once, and you can just get things done. You multitask. You can get a lot done when you can multitask, and I think that's something to celebrate. That's something to really pat yourself on the back for, is your ability to just, in this world, stay grounded and stay moving forward. Even when you don't feel like it, even when you felt defeat or failure, you keep moving forward. You keep doing what you have to do, getting things done, and I think that's something to really be grateful that you possess. And so celebrate that. And you really enjoy them. That's another thing, is to enjoy these little things. But yes, they're okay. Getting your dry cleaning done doesn't bring you closer to your goals necessarily, but it really does, because it's one of those like little mundane tasks that we have to do, but it's a part of the portrait. It's just a little detail that makes the overall portrait, and it needs to happen in order for you to take the big steps to follow your dreams. So really enjoy doing the dishes. Really enjoy going to work. Just find some gratitude for those things, because they are bringing you closer to your dreams. So celebrate that. This card here represents what you should contemplate at this time of Halloween and or Samhain. We've got an Ace of Wands. Ooh. All right, I'm getting the feeling of a new project, a new energy, a new passion. Maybe for some of you who are growing your psychic abilities, maybe some new intuition, new insights. And I think this is something to contemplate. Have you been thinking about starting a new venture, a new thing, a new trip? Anything that requires energy and movement? I get the feeling that something new is on the horizon here. And it's time to think about it. It's time to plan for it, and it's time to start helping the universe by manifesting it yourself, bringing it into fruition through your thoughts and your feelings. And so yes, I do get the feeling of something new coming in that needs to be celebrated, a change of pace that could signal just a new passion that's growing, or a new job opportunity. It could be a lot of different things. Again, this is the general overall reading, so I can't really specify what it is. But yes, I do feel like there's something new that needs to be celebrated coming into you guys' lives. A lot of new energy coming. That's cool. Especially with this death card here. We got transformation happening. I do feel some newness. But you're going to have to shed some of that old desires. Some of those old shadow aspects. I do see some shadow things here. So, alright. So that is the reading for my Virgo friends. But before we go, we asked the Druid Animal Oracle what message it had for Virgo sun signs this Halloween or this Samhain, and we've got Hind. And Hind is a very feminine card. Represents the goddess energy, and it represents going on inner voyages to become closer to your higher self and to really explore the spiritual realms more. And I think that's exactly what this card is calling for. Is, you know, in this time of change, Virgo friends, you have the opportunity here to really go inward, and through that inward journey, you're gonna be able to experience the outward journey. You know, we're taught that answers, we have to seek answers externally from ourselves, but the reality, the truth is, all the answers you could ever want to have come from within, because your higher self, your inner soul, is connected to everything, and through that connection you can learn about anything you wish to learn about. But it's going to take a very feminine attitude, even if you're female. I mean, it's going to take love, it's going to take compassion, and it's going to take just a desire to connect in order to really connect, in order to really make that connection. So even if you're feminine, even if you're a female, you could use some of that feminine energy. If you're masculine, it's definitely okay to embrace as much of the feminine energy as you can, because it's going to help you lead to the heart space, which is going to help you to open up to a bunch of other things. So definitely at this time of Halloween or Samhain, I'm feeling a connection here, kind of a shedding of the physical world and more of a movement into the spiritual world as change occurs. And you know, as change occurs, Virgo friends, you can use this information that you ascertain from the spiritual side to help you in your grounded side, to help you in life, so that you can move forward in a way that is in alignment with the highest good and also your highest intentions. And it is also a benefit to the people around you, so you're helping the world grow as well as helping yourself grow. So okay, that is the reading for Halloween and Samhain for my Virgo friends. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember that change is inevitable. Don't fight it. You guys are great at battling back, so maintain that warrior spirit and maintain your ability to multitask and move forward no matter what the circumstances. But definitely you're going to need to do some shadow work when it comes to the past. You're going to have to remove some of those connections that you have to other people that kind of distract you, and set your sights on this change that's coming, and get ready for it. Okay, so leave a like if you enjoyed that reading. It really lets me know that you enjoyed it and you got something out of it. And be sure to put any comments, suggestions, anything you want to say about this reading in the comment section below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you want a personalized reading tailored just for you, where I tap into your energies, head on over to my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description below, so you can just click on that and head on over there and check out the various readings that I have to offer. Alright, Virgo friends, it's going to be an interesting time, this Halloween Samhain time, but I wish you all the luck in the world. Leave a like if you enjoy this. Happy taroting. Peace.